Hey everyone, this is Gus. Welcome to my new transmission. You can say that. Well, this is my new transmission. Just remember, we are doing Lucy for the Cyberpunk 2077, I guess, from the Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which is right now streaming on Netflix. I'm doing fan art. Not precisely fun sometimes, but anyway, it's fan art. And what we are doing this, well, because I see one and I want to go a little further. Instead of doing some kind of comic, I'm going to use my style. And I have a bunch of references that you can see right now in the screen right behind me. This is my faithful Wacom. So I'm going to do this. And by the way, just a little remind you, if you want to help support this artist, doing this kind of free content all over this channel for artists who want to know how the things works or how can I do this. Well, just don't forget to go to coffee.com and make a little donation. It's just $3 for a coffee. Just buy me a coffee. I will appreciate that. And also, there is a link for my PayPal, which is in the top header of the channel. Just go in there and put whatever's in your heart. I will appreciate it. The other thing to help me to support this channel is just click and subscribe. That is totally free. You don't have to pay a dime. Just click and subscribe, and you will help a lot this channel trying to get more subscribers and trying to expand about this philosophy of getting free kind of stuff all over the internet. Yeah. And remember, this program was brought to you by Clear Studio Paint. There's a link for this Clear Studio Paint right in my in the description of this video. So I would appreciate a lot, guys, if you go and pay a visit for Clear Studio Paint. What is Clear Studio Paint? Clear Studio Paint is actually the program that I've been using all this time. So all the art that I've been doing, all the illustrations that I've been doing, I pretty much done in Clear Studio Paint. I've been using also Krita for my Twitch. Oh, by the way, if you are just visiting from Twitch, just remember every single, well, not every single day, sometimes 3 or 4 or 5 times per week, I will, streaming to Twitch this kind of rescuing stuff. I mean, it's all line art that I did right now. I'm just making a little next idea what to do with them, and they are pretty much enriched with the new things that I have, like here. So anyway, just remember, if you are following me on Twitch, just for weekdays and pretty much on weeknights here in the States, I'm doing a bunch of those, well, not a bunch, just like a 1 hour or so of this free art. Well, it's free art because it's free. I don't charge a dime for that. Well, also, just remind you that just click and subscribe and help out this artist. And by the way, just let me tell you something. I'm gonna show you later on what I just did on my Krita. And if you are interested to find a way on Krita and just you don't know why, because you are a cheap artist, like everyone, there is no such thing as cheap artist. We are all cheap. I bought this with a nice promotion. I mean, nice discount. My tablet. Yeah, everything that is buy in a budget, which because artists have to live in a budget, is done. We're not living. So the only artist that I know that wasn't living in a budget was pretty much Dali or Picasso, who was already famous and millionaires. The rest of us, we're living the day by day. Yeah, that's the ugly truth about artists. That happens. Well, anyway, just go and see what we are doing. So, right now, also, don't forget to follow me on my socials. Help me out. Help out there and follow me on my socials. And also, if you have a project, I should need an artist or a designer or what's this called? Professional illustrator, because you have the next best thing, but it's not for free, by the way. You have to pay. Sorry. And do you need an artist? Just visit my website and drop me a message. If you're a spammer, guess what? I have high filters, so you will never be seen. You never bother me. Yeah, yeah, that happened before. When I don't have this filter for through the Mailchimp, I have like a lot of spam arts. I mean, spam mail and scam mail. Oh, like a lot. That's pretty but pretty pathetic. But right now, not anymore, because I have Mailchimp. So this was an announced unpaid for Mailchimp. It works. You should try. Well, anyway, let's go and go to the art that we're doing. And before that, let me show you something else. Let me put this microphone in its place. Yeah, this is probably with the microphone. In its place. Yep, microphone is in its place. Oh, and my thing. It is. Yep. And oh, let me show you. This is what we just did. Actually, I make some kind of arrangements because she wasn't that way. Let me show you how she was originally. She was like this. No, she was like this. See, a small head was too small. So I just figured out she needs a bigger head. So I just make it into this, and this is the way it is. So let me do something here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate the layers because I always need a copy of these layers. So layer 3 and layer 2, and I'm gonna go and make like a nice merge selected layers. And then what we are gonna do is super simple. Yeah, this is perfect. This is what we are gonna do. We are going to create a mask. Control D, something here. Yeah. So I'm going to create a mask. This is the mask. And we're going to select, inverse selected area. And we're going to create a mask. So let me show something. And this is going to be the part pretty much when I'm going to do my flats. Because next chapter is doing the flats. So we are going to do the flats. So this is us doing flats. So let me do the flats. And now we're going to fill layer. Oh, and also no, wrong. No, this and this. Yeah. So we are going to select inverse selecting area. Yeah, got the inverse selecting area. And then we will do the whatever color. We're going to do like this color. And we're gonna go to its place. And right there. So yeah. This is gonna be the part where the flag says. So I'm assuming this girl has a different kind of color, so we are going to do the flats. So this is the flats, this is gonna be the part. So we make a new one and we make it, subordinated with this one. And this is the way I like to do the flats. And probably I can end up using like Yeah. So let me see the face. Oh, okay. So this color is like a, oh yeah, this is like a kind of a pink. Oh yeah, this is what we're, yeah, this is kind of a blue. So we are going to do this kind of bluish here. It's kind of bluish. So it's gonna be like a blue here. Oh, okay, kind of a blue. Let me get this part here. And before we run this, let me get this. And let me get this. Let me get rid of this. So it's gonna be like a, this is like this blue here. Yeah. So this is like a blue. The other color is like a pink. It's like a kind of a pink. Much in this area. So this other color is like this pink. And much. Oh, okay. I'm in the place where it's not supposed to be. Yeah. First one is like this kind of blue. Oh no. I'm still not in this place. Oh yeah. Oh, oh great. Why do I have this guy here? Okay, so this is this. Okay. Okay. Might gonna have something like this. Yeah. It's something like this. Just remember that we are doing this. It's a little this, and the other is pretty much this. Just this. Same. We're going to erase whatever's in here. Yeah, I know the other people said, no, I have a better idea, and I said, no, we'll see it works. So yeah, let me see this. Okay. Let's see. And the other is pretty much like something like this. Yeah. Then we try to set up this, see whatever is the color I would want to set it up. Something that I encourage you guys while you are watching me, you can just be drawing too. Yes, prepare one of those little free little thingies like this. This is a sketchbook, by the way. And just start, drawing something. You can just be drawing something while I do this, or you can just be trying to, doing something like that. Yeah. So this is one. It's gonna be pretty much like a, this is what is this gonna be. And well, we always have this guy here, so we can just do this thing. And let me see, what is the original color? Because I don't know what. It's kind of like a gray. Yeah, it's kind of like a purplish, a gray purplish or something like that. So I'm gonna do like a gray purplish. So I'm gonna go purple. Here's the purple. Here's gray purple. So let's see. Yeah, this guy looks nice. We're gonna do the flats. So when I'm doing the flats this way, I'm not doing the other way. I mean, the one that clears your paint is so making so many this what's this called? The way clears your paint is making so fuss about it. Why I'm not making the flats that way, and I'm making the flats this way? Well, let me tell you why. Because the way that clears your paint is telling you to put in. It's not a way that I like it. Why? Well, because let me be simple. Because that's way is a little not like difficult, but it's a little annoying to me. What can be near annoying? It was made for you to, you know, improve your drawings and be better in whatever you do. So why are you not gonna do that way? Well, let me see. Is this way is gonna still be that way? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's still gonna be that way. So yeah. I'm doing this, but actually I should be doing like a little another color. So let me get this color. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Get this color and this color, and let me try to get is more in the gray area. So yeah, let me go a bit more in the gray area. Yes, it's more in the gray area. So yeah, for me it's more in the gray area. Yeah, it's a little more in the gray area, so let me get this a little smaller. Yeah, this is the beauty of this guy tends to be, you know, pretty nice. So it's gonna be a little more in the gray area. And well, there is, this is like a sketch, which I like it, but the original is the one I like the most. No. Yeah, this is based on the original. So yeah, she has like a reddish kind of stuff. Make it in this kind of reddish that is really cool. I don't see the others. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So yeah. This is kind of like this red. Yes. And the eyes, they were like a, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the jacket, this is like a gray, like a metal gray, like a, yeah, this kind of metal gray. Oh yeah, by the way, I need this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me see that. No? Oh, it's, I mean, sorry. The, okay. And this guy. Yeah. So, get here, make this kind of metal gray. And this a little big, because we're gonna count it like this. And I don't worry about this because later I will come and make this a little more solid or something like that. But for the moment, I need this part to be that way. So, and we just do this, and then we just, oh, where I am. Oh, I'm doing the part that is not supposed to be in the part. But it should be here. Yeah, thank you. just do this. Oh, that's not on me. That's not on me. Yeah, you have to have some balls if you want to be in this business. I mean, being hard, because sometimes we have to do these things by hand. When I say by hand, it's literally by hand. You have to do these things by hand. Okay. Now she's this. And this is like white. Same thing. Yeah. Same thing with this guy here. So let me get this part here and this part here, because they are supposed to be the same, right? So let me get this, guys. Yeah, they are supposed to be like this. Also this guy is also the same way, but I will do that later. So yeah, okay. Oh, what I'm doing? You to know about this thing, and you can do this things all the time. You cannot make this mess. You know, that's the worst part when you just inadvertently you just notice that you just put whatever in the wrong layer. Yeah, you start doing things in the wrong layer. Why I'm not using the selection tool for this? Because that's the problem with the selection tool. The selection tool will leave spaces everywhere, but this is not supposed to be this way. By the way, this part here is supposed to be exactly the same. So this is the same color. Probably this is gonna be a little less darker. This area probably. And by the way, I just have to get rid of this because this guy here is like that. Yeah, it's okay. So we are coming back to this place. We have to be doing the same, probably gonna make this bigger. Yeah. Oh no. This is the part that we are not supposed to do. But this is the part. And this part is, you know, a little more like, and this part is white. And we're gonna make this kind of white, not purely white, because I have no intention to make this part purely white. To do this. And we have to be very careful with this because So if we let's get this out, see, we have a much more uniform most uniform progression. And when we just do something, we just do this thing same. And then we just get by this, and we have a girl that looks pretty much like a cell, kind of self animation. See, this is pretty much the by the way, let me check my restring chat. I gotta check my restring chats to see how it's going. Traffic lights. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty much what we have right now. So let me try to do some stuff. Okay, so let's do this is what I'm gonna call the flats. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna call flats for the girl. So what I will do is just make this and this. I'm making more selected layers, and made a new one. I mean, no, sorry. I'm gonna make a new one, and that one is the one that is gonna be connected. Well, we just did a flat. It's super easy, as you can see. I just make a mask, which is the mask is for the color of this. Is for the color of the skin. The mask is super easy to do. You just have to take into account that you need every single line to be closed. So once you have all the lines closed, you can just make the mask. When you have the mask made, you can just start, filling spaces. And how you are filling these spaces are the part that it will be pretty much what I call the this is gonna be pretty much what I call the okay. So this is what now we have the eyes. So first we do a mask. How we do a mask is super easy. You just make your line art and be sure that there is no line that is not connected to each other. You just run the magic wand, and whatever's in there is gonna be your mask. You paint it whatever. I choose to paint them. You can do it as I did. I choose to paint this using just a skin color. So I paint a skin color. Then I create another and just subordinate to the mask. We're just doing this, which is the click to the layer below. And click is to your paint, which I'm used to clicking is to your paint. If I were using Photoshop, there's another way to do it, and there's also another way to do it using Krita. So once I have that, I start painting, but on top of that, since it's subordinated, it won't go out of the limits of whatever your mask is. So once I have that, I will start painting whatever is the other colors. I leave the skin color as is because is the color I want. So I will start, with the hair, with the uniform, with the jacket, or whatnot, weapons or whatever you have there. So it will be your flat line. I mean your flat colors. Flat colors mean flat. No shadow, no lights, nada. That's it. So that's the flat. Once you got the flat, you can just make these two merge, the mask and the flats. And then you will have this. Once you get rid of this, you will have this. This is pretty much flat colors. So you got the flat colors. And then you can subordinate the flat colors to whatever is going to be your shadow on whatever is going to be your whatever you're going to do. And then you will start changing colors, adding other things, and adding other ornaments to this. And for example, let's do an example. Let's do a little example right now. And I'm gonna make this, it's gonna be the shadows. So I'm gonna be shadows. So how this shadow is gonna work is gonna be pretty much, as its name said, shadows. So let me do these shadows. I'm gonna still use oil painting. Well, let me tell you this. From now on, at least for the next 3 or 4 of these illustrations or sessions, well, because it's gonna take me like 2 or 3 more of these sessions to have this completed. But that is not what I'm talking about. The next illustration, the iterations of what I'm doing right now, the next illustration and illustration is comprised of like 2 or 3 or even 4 streamings. So for 3 or more of these illustrations, I will be using out of the box brushes for clear your paint. And pretty much not much of the nice or kind of effects that you can do in Create Studio Paint. I will do like a basic kind of effects. So you can just start learning the way that you can do like with traditional art. You don't have this kind of weird lights in traditional art. You have to do this making lights. If you want a shadow, you have to put out like a patina or something for a shadowy color like a burnt sienna or a burnt umber on top of whatever you're doing. Yes, that's the problem. That's the beauty. Once you mess up, just mess up forever. The only way to undo that is traveling to time, but that is impossible. So that's what we are doing right now. we're gonna do an X on the shadow, and we will try to do something based on this shadow. So let me do something based on this kind of color. So we have this color, and let me do something like it's a little big. So I'm gonna make something like this. No. Oh, sorry. And I'm gonna make this into multiply. Multiply. Yeah, so it's multiply. So I'm using another layer, a totally different layer. So this totally different layer is the one I'll be using right now. So you will see how these kind of layers will work. So this is going to be just a shadow. I'm using this guy the way I'm using the other guys. See? And then I will use this, which is my favorite tool when I'm using the shadows. Is so you'll see what's going on with this. Don't worry, because it's not just one way we are gonna be using this. We are gonna be using this like 2-3 times. Then I will probably go out and using another's. So yeah, this is the first part. I'm using the shadows. So I'm using shadows for this part. And maybe I need a little more of the shadows here. And some parts here. Of course. Of course, this is purely shadows what we are using, right? This is purely shadows. This is not even light, this is just shadows. So we are giving this see, we're giving this periods. See, this is a part that it has some, um, what is this called? It has some, so we continue doing some shadow here, and then I'm going to shade this part. Okay, this is not the 100% of the shadows we're using. We are just using some kind of random shadows to give an idea where it's gonna be the main shadows. I mean, the shadows that define everything. These shadows are giving me some texture. This is like a texture shadows. But it still is some shade, some shadow. I'm just applying some shadows in some places that I need. So let's show you this trick also. You can just make your shadows more like a texture, giving some texture here like this. You're not, you're not spreading too much. You're just giving some texture. You can just have these areas, but there's not much shadow, but there's a texture. This is, you can just do this, you know, a little texture. It's okay to have a little texture. For example, this. So just have a little texture on this part. Same with this part. So yeah, we're just having a little texture. Applying the shadows in some parts. Not exactly what things, but as bad as it is. you see the rest of the legs. Yeah. Oh. So right now we're just deciding how lights are going to be applied. So yeah, this is pretty much what we've been done with this. No, this is too much, I guess. Yes. So let me see what I can do here. so far this guy is, so far this is what we can do with a little shadow. We'll continue next week doing more shadows. And let me put this back. And so we'll continue next week doing a little more shadows. And well, thank you so much for joining me. And remember, this program, this stream was brought to you by ClickStupid. There is a link in the description of this video, so help this artist, go there and click, and I will appreciate that a lot. And also right now, let me tell you that their ClickStupid is always having like 3 times per year this 50% off. So I guess next one is gonna be on Black Friday, so you better check them, you know, all the time with Celsius, which is the link I have, so you can check off and have this program. This program is very good. It's the program that I've been using. Has been done using ClickStupid. So this is the program that pretty much using all the time. But just remember, this was brought to you by them. So just have this artist, go to click, and if you like the program, you can just buy it. It's pretty cheap actually. It's like 60 bucks the Pro version and almost 200 or something the X version. The difference between both of them is not a much, because let me tell you, the Pro version is the one that I'm using, which is perfect to do like mangas, like comic books, but also is way better than Photoshop sometimes to do illustration with. And the X version, the only difference is has like a multi-pages for the mangas. So this one has like a 1 page. So you, in order to have a 100 pages manga, you will have like 100 pages. Different files. In the X version, you can just have one file with like multiple pages. So yeah, 30 or 100. That depends on whatever you want. And the other difference is for animations. This program can do animations like Krita. The ClickStupid Pro, the 60 buck version, can only do up to 1 minute or 30 seconds, or 1 minute or 1 minute animation or something like that, or 30 seconds. I'm not sure. But the Pro version, you can do a movie out of that. But if you are starting, you are not doing like a frame by frame animation, or you are doing like a multi-pages files, or trying to do one of these manhwas, or like web comics, huge web comics, you can pretty much use ClickStupid. That's the version I will advise you to do it. And it's a very nice version to start with also. It's just cheap. It's just 60 bucks. It's like 3 months of subscription of Photoshop. And by the way, Photoshop is like, what? 240 per year subscription. And also ClickStupid had a subscription, but I tell you, you don't need a subscription. You just buy the program, unlimited upgrades and updates every single whatever. When they just release a new update, you can have it. And that's it. And please remember, click and subscribe, support this channel and support this artist. Also, if you want to support this artist in a very better way, you can just go buy me a coffee, coffee.com. Also, it's just $3. And also there is a link for PayPal in the top part of the header of this channel, so you can just donate whatever you want. Pretty much it, and I'll see you next week. Just remember, don't work for free for anyone unless it's your mom or your dad. You can work for free for them, unless it's your girlfriend. But certain cases, not all of them. And just remember, if somebody wants to use you as an artist, you are entitled to receive a payment. It's your time, it's your art, it's your talent. You spend so many times doing this and learning that and then somebody just want to make you work for free? That is nonsense. So yeah, next time, say it, guys. See ya. Goodbye. If you know how to gun, don't come with me. And that's it. So next time, guys, if you want to see this, I'm gonna do more retouches next week, and we're all going to advance to the very nice part of this and try to get something with a nice style out of this. But let me show you something before. Let me open my Krita and let me get again to my this is opening Krita right now, and let me show you. This is the last one that I done using Krita. As you can see, this is using Krita. This girl was actually like this. The last time that I was working with her, it was, oh no, it's not like this. Sorry, I got the wrong one. No, it's not this. I got the wrong one. I don't know what the wrong one. The new one, the old one. Open. Well, that was the Cyberpunk that I was doing, and yeah. Well, let me show you. Yes, before doing this, I only had that. Let me get rid of many of those things. Yeah, I have this. That was exactly what it is. It was line art that I did, and I'm rescuing. This is what I'm doing on my Twitch. So if you are watching me from Twitch, next week, I just finished this. Next week, I will do something new. Well, see you now. See you then. Well, thank you so much. And well, just remind you, if you want to support the artist, click and subscribe. And I'll see you next week when I start, putting some things to this girl, the one that we are doing, which is Lucy from Cyberpunk2077 Edgerunners, the thing that they're just streaming on Netflix. Thank you so much, and see you next week.